Well, it is indeed a very important day here at the WSU campus. It is the last day for all Washington State employees to be fully vaccinated or to file an exemption, which means Nick Rolovich's future at WSU is in question. It is unclear whether Rolovich will be on the sideline for this week's game against BYU. Also, even if Rolovich is granted his exemption, exempted workers generally have to be reassigned to a back office job or one that is working from home, basically for them to telework. WSU UREC is hosting its third annual powerlifting competition, the Cougar Classic. This event will take place tomorrow, November 6th at 1 p.m. right here in the Chinook Student Center in room B40. Now, this event is expected to last several hours as many competitors have registered and are now awaiting to test their weightlifting abilities. As WSU fans are back to attending sporting events, WSU journalists are once again allowed to report and cover games right here at Giesa Field. Yeah, Jackson, if you were in this general area today around noon, you might have noticed students and teachers exiting Thompson Hall building this afternoon. As a Pullman resident who lives on B Street, I can tell you that walking up this hill is no easy task. As a matter of fact, over the past 4.5 years, I've developed a strong relationship with my good friend, Mr. Railing here, to help me walk up the street when it's snowing and icy outside.
I was shocked at first, but in the end, I can see why they decided to fire him.
Shocked, disappointed, and not surprised are some of the feelings that WSU student and players feel about the recent firing of now former WSU head coach, Nick Rolovich. Just a few hours after the firing, WSU players took to Twitter to express their thoughts on Rolovich no longer being their coach. WSU defensive lineman David Gusta explains what it was like on the day of the firing.
Well, originally, we never got the news from our coaching staff. We kind of had to hear it out from the media, which was something that should never happen to any football team. And it actually really hurt, cause going into the meeting at I think it was 5:30, we knew exactly what was happening.
The WSU community is still trying to wrap its head around the recent firing of Nick Rolovich. Despite players disagreeing with the university's decision, some WSU students have mixed feelings about the situation. WSU students Hunter Snyder and Chris Mitchell share their thoughts on how the firing of Rolovich did not feel unexpected or surprising.
I wasn't surprised, really, at the firing. We kind of saw it coming for a long time, with how it was all mandated, with Governor Inslee's, with how he was saying, people have to get the vaccine, it's a mandate.
Honestly, it was kind of just waiting for it to happen, the whole process, it seemed inevitable. I was disappointed that it had to happen when it did. I wish it could happen in the beginning of the season or preseason maybe, because it was kind of just a cloud that was over everything. I don't know about everybody else on campus, but I was expecting it.
WSU student Jordan Waring expresses his frustration about the situation and why the university shouldn't have fired Rolovich for being unvaccinated.
I just feel like it was not a fair process. I feel like they had their decision made months ago about what was going to happen with the coach, and they were waiting for the mandate to fire him. If you can pack a stands full of 15,000 people and unvaccinated people can go, they just need to show a test, then why can't the coach? Reporting live in Pullman, I'm Dakota Cruz with Murrow News 8. Welcome back. We're happy you're here with us. Well, it was a little cold when I woke up this morning. Doyle D'Angelo has your weather report to see if that trend will continue. I'm Dakota Cruz with your sports for today. Cougar volleyball proved their dominance, taking down both Arizona schools over the weekend. The Cougs swept Arizona on Friday 3-0 as Pia Timmer came up with the career-best 6 service aces. Well, Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks look to bounce back this weekend after a 2-game skid. Seattle takes on division rival the San Francisco 49ers in a highly anticipated matchup this Sunday at 1:05 p.m. First-round pick Dee Eskridge, who has missed the past 2 games, is expected to return this week. And defensive end Kerry Hyder Jr. is also expected to make a return after missing last week. Well, Mariner fans, this is it. Seattle plays the first of their last 3-game regular season games tonight at home against the LA Angels. Well, WSU Soccer ended their regular season by securing the Apple Cup victory, defeating UW 4-2 on Friday. And now the WSU soccer team is headed to the big dance, the